NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Cousins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
38-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Pass it. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 50 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. many teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring, this for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner, only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner, juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers, only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger, only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I bought like 23. Whoa, won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
He's brought
extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. This throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will ball his way in there for the 2 points.
8, Raiders nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return, they stop right around the 25.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Raiders.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Vikings 8.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Vikings 14, Raiders nothing.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Wildcat signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Richard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Harrison Smith.
And that's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
Las Vegas.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Raiders 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to...
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
On second down, it's Jacobs, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Midfield to the 49.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 9, Carr. The man is Edwards. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Carr completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
Oh, man, open down the middle of the field. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Bryan Edwards there to make the grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 30.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
There on
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
That's good.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this inside. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
In a 4th down.
So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. It's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
10 more there and another 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I don't care what sport you're playing.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Brought down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. This is Johnson. He's got it. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 37. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 59 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side. Run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Number 30.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 33-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're only in need of a field goal. A decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. He'll find Richard here underneath. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
To throw, Carr. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.